Like it's hot and some sweat when the heat is on. Some feel the heat and decide that they can't go on.
Basketball, the other shows.
Yeah, the program, you understand that when you go there, you're going to be enticed. One of their recruiting tools is the attention from women that they kind of put in. And they already kind of have a group of girls, that someone knows, whether they're at a party, is that you don't have to already have a prostitute or anybody. You know a couple of hoes that's willing to suck and fuck some new recruits, some new potentials. You know, that, and you really get them from a lot of your fraternities and sororities and clubs and shit a lot of times. You'll find people that's willing, a couple of geeks, dorks, somebody who's willing to fucking suck and fuck, or at least give some really hard petting, flirting, something of the sort to really entice a mofo to go to the school. Once you get to the fucking school, once you get to college, it's automatically understood that alcohol is okay and under the influence is okay to also have sex. Matter of fact, you use alcohol in order to lose your inhibitions and therefore lose, it's kind of difficult to say lose respect for yourself, but you want to lose your inhibitions or your thoughts of what's happening. You want to escape. You know, so when you escape, you also escape a responsibility of what you did that night. And a lot of people live over and over in those, especially during college. And say, it's okay for me to go out, I'm supposed to have experience, I'm supposed to do this, I'm supposed to go ahead and forget and experience shit. But you're really, really far removed from being able to experience all this shit. You're supposed to be able to experience the best shit. If you're gonna experiment the best. Do it with some people who you can fucking trust that you're building some shit with. You know? People keep saying you don't want to go out there. And then your spring breaks. What a fucking spring breaks usually is how many bitches and who's gonna fuck who during spring break. Whether it's intentional or not. I even found myself one time, there was this chick that I was trying to mess around with, and I found her attractive. And I wanted to fuck. And she got plastered during the spring break. And my first intention was to try to take care of her. But instead of taking care of her, I ended up wanting to fuck her simply because it seemed as if she was more willing to at the time. You know what I mean? And
set up her mind for her.
Yeah, it really just, she didn't mind, being flirty. It was like, oh, I really appreciate you. And I'm like, you know what, damn, I'm really far from being that dude, but man, I've been wanting to. Like this, some of that, and then she grabs it, and and like, okay, yeah, let me go ahead and try and get it in while we're in the pool, in the ocean and shit, and the waves up there knock you back and forth, and you can't even really get it in, and it's, yeah. And the thing is, it still should be considered a rapey cop fucking thing because she's still inebriated. And I'm talking about really inebriated. Matter of fact, let her ass stay in one spot for long enough, it's like 3 other dudes were trying to fuck her. You know what I mean? So, and I've been really protective for a time, but even I have felt susceptible to, you horny. You really be wanting to, and then let it be somebody that you're interested in. Where do you go? What's your balance? They're drunk and they're losing their inhibitions, and you want to say you lost yours enough too to give a fuck enough to be like, oh, I shouldn't do this. But then again, you don't even have a culture of people around you to say, nah, man, you got more people going, get that shit. Yeah. Most fraternities. And then what about the other fucking shows, the new shows that come around, or in Far From Human Shoes with the, I'm far from knowing if your National Lampoons, oh yeah, some of those National Lampoons, Van Wilders and those motherfuckers, where they have rooms where you see which girl, or if you can get a girl and they shame her ass for going up and getting drunk and going and getting fucked in somebody's room. They literally try to roof it in and get them drunk enough to where they lose vision, and then once you come out of the room, they shame you for it. Which gives more into the rape culture, because therefore people feel as if they can't really say anything because they've already been shamed for it. So anytime you try to say anything about it, boom, you go get fucking shamed for it. Because you went to the party, you know what those people are about, and that's what it is. People know that that's what these people are, but these are the popular people. These are the people you're supposed to want to be around. These are the people who are going to have positions one day. So as long as you know it, as long as you hang around them, be around them long enough, shut your mouth, be a fucking rape victim, be a cum pillow for them for a long enough time, you'll be able to get your way into somewhere. Maybe you sucking and swallow one of those frat boys and get you a position somewhere. Maybe you'll even marry one of them fuck buckets one day.
No.
But it's to make yourself really available to them because you feel as you're supposed to. Because if you don't, you're really incapable of doing it by yourself or being able to sustain enough by yourself to work without one. That's why a lot of people who felt that you had to get married, a lot of women felt you had to get married because if you didn't, you were going to be incapable of maintaining or living a lifestyle that was going to be sufficient enough for you to really be able to fucking thrive off of. You know, because you're basically, if you didn't have a dude, you were basically going to be fucking surviving. So they allowed you and to fucking just continuously go on and...
You have to find like your own comfortable submissiveness for what you can kind of put up with for the rest of your life. It's like, yeah, he's a big asshole, but he's less of an asshole, so I can simply give in or...
It's like, yeah, he raped me. You know, and the thing is, it's in families too. People, because there's so much silence on the rape and molestation and victims case, and it's mostly because the culture of people who are silent about it are the ones who are the most perpetrators of doing it, and that's your pale people, the white folks, your upper echelons of folks. And the thing is, it trickles down. So people be wanting so bad to hold somebody accountable, and as soon as there's somebody who's viable enough of a candidate that somebody believe and wouldn't demonize them, that's why the whole reason why what you see it in the fucking white movies all day. You kept blaming the black dudes and shit for rape, even though it was a white dude that did it. What was it? Posse or Rosewood. The whole shit motherfucker went down because a white woman lied. You think that same kind of mentality? And think about what culture motherfuckers was raping motherfuckers in. You got a white bitch. You got your wife right there. You can go fuck your own motherfucking bitch. But instead, you rape the bitch that's already submissive to you. Instead of fucking taking your own. Why you gotta have somebody submissive to you, bro? What the fuck? You already got your bitch. Now you gonna rape somebody else bitch simply because you can. It's these motherfuckers, cultures who've been doing this shit for so long and been keeping it quiet in their fucking family. All these motherfuckers finna be tight-knit. Oh, hell no, we don't say shit about none of that shit. We'd rather go get you some counseling instead of just talking about it. Simply talking about it. Let's go get some counseling and shit. But as soon as you try to talk about shit in counseling, oh, she making shit up. She's distraught.
And I feel like that's...
Peel your ass.
I feel like that's what kind of the big issue is, because we look at rape culture and we kind of more focus on the victim's role. We try to play, did the woman entice? What did she do? More of the focus is on the victim instead of, like I said, asking questions. How do you see the signs if somebody is a raper? How do we shame somebody?
But the thing is, it's both fucking ways. Bitches should be fucking holding themselves accountable for knowing it's a rape fucking culture around here. Nigga, you know niggas is trying to fuck you, use a fucking female. And if you're lacking of knowing that, then it's your fucking family fault removed from teaching you to keep yourself from being put in fucking precarious situations.
That there's got to be a part of the women that know that they're putting themselves in these situations,
and really,
so they can pick and choose when.
And all honesty, and it kind of takes a kind of self-observation as well too. You have to be aware of what the fuck is going on. You got to be aware of yourself. If you're a bad bitch, you should know damn well you got big ass titties. Those shits is gonna be enticing. I ain't saying it's your motherfucking fault, but you probably should think about where you going before you put them titties out, y'all. Then go be mad at motherfucker if you gotta walk down in certain areas and shit. I mean, it's gonna be by yourself, and you ain't got a crew of motherfuckers with you where you can be able to be so comfortable and be safe.
Yeah.
You need to be with a group. If you gonna be bad, you better have a bunch of bad bitches with you. Being bad by yourself is stupid. But most bitches don't even know they bad, or they're so fucking enticing. A lot of motherfuckers got fucking self-esteem issues and shit. And because they got self-esteem issues, they're willing to put their asses in motherfucking precarious situations just because it gets them a fucking attention. So, but the thing is, they may have some kind of other underlying issue in themselves and may back out at some point. But we don't get to talk about that motherfucking conversation. which is an important part of it because every motherfucker, because that's where that whole point where they trying to put blacks and whites together. Fuck that. As a black man, I am less likely to have to go fucking rape a motherfucker. Why? I have a big black dick. I have a confidence in myself even if I ain't got shit. For a white dude, if they don't have any power, what the fuck else do they have? They ain't far from having confidence because they have pussy ass fucking culture. He's the weakest man on the fucking planet. And if he out of that position, he feels inferior and therefore lashes out. And then you have this whole fucking society that perpetuates this whole idea that you're supposed to be already getting the shit anyway. You're supposed to get pussy just because you're a white man. That's why these motherfuckers be out there like, yeah, I'm gonna still go club a bitch upside the head and fuck her like they did back in caveman days. Because they got the hoard whatever the fuck they wanted. The most abusive culture. The fucking white man. Why? Because he has an inferiority complex. His inferiority complex is what's submissing humanity in general. Because he's displaced. He's up here as a fucking, but he's down here on the human fucking pyramid, on the food chain, on the hierarchy. Because of his weak mind state, he has us set at his fucking parameters of appreciation, which are mostly his despicable characteristics, mostly his flaws. And because we're going by a fucking inferior person's flaws, we're all trying to reach up to mediocrity, to acquire shit, versus to having the character and really proof of evidence through labor. What the fuck is most of our motherfucking currency based upon? Debt. You ain't gotta do much shit, but just have the top, already have some shit in your hand, and then you automatically win. You get to hoard the information. You know what the fuck this net neutrality shit is? That means we mostly work on stocks and bonds and shit now. Most shit happens in major trade from over here to over here. So what happens is the person with the quickest motherfucking internet gets the information first. The person who gets the information first gets to move their money in any direction quicker than any fucking body else.
Sorry, set up.
And the quicker you're able to do that, the more you're able to make. Why? Especially if you get it first. If you have the information first. They have the shit set up for them to win and even win even more. Without any fucking put any effort of bettering the situation for humanity. It's a self to push themselves so far to the top that you have there's yet to any denial that they're the best of the motherfucking human species to ever fucking live. And their whole reason, and I believe that they saw their inferiority, especially in the earlier days, and their biggest threat first was women. I believe the idea of Cleopatra being able to control and manipulate both two generals is why they had to kill her, because they knew the power of the fucking vagina, the power of beauty in a woman. So I believe religion was one of the first places where they turned the woman into the second-class citizen and told, the woman must be submissive, the woman must be this to their men, without giving the woman any kind of voice whatsoever. In most religion, it's a male-dominant fucking way. And very little people seem to notice. The person who gives life, who is the most resistant to most things, the most aware of most what's going on, is the second-class citizen in the world. Why? Because they're physically inferior. Power is only one kind of measure. What about the other fucking measurements? The people who created the value system put the priority where the values of them, where it would benefit them the most. So when they created the religions and shit to be able to disperse who was going to be at the hierarchy, anything, then what they do? They put God image as a fucking man. You put the highest being as a man, therefore you get to automatically dismiss anybody else, the other group. And I believe people are having such a fucking conflicted time because they understand that woman is really so powerful, but because woman has yet to really come up to her motherfucking real position, most people are trying to really emulate her without even knowing how to emulate her. Why? Because most women ain't really stepped into the motherfucking shit. How many fucking women voted for fucking Trump? I mean, straight up voted for this motherfucking dude. And then want to talk about fucking misogyny and bigotry and sexism and shit. Y'all fucking kidding me? I mean, really, I want to hear the fucking the numbers of how many bitches were there at the motherfucking marches that voted for Trump at the same fucking time. I wish we could get those fucking numbers. People have been promoting this whole fucking it's okay to rape motherfuckers for a long time. I don't know how many motherfucking experiences I done motherfuckers simply been right there and walked out of. At least one dude I played football with, another dude who was a townie. He wasn't even really a townie, he was just one of the college dudes that the town people really connected with. One dude's name was Cody, and one dude's name was Corey. Corey really was a rapey ass motherfucking dude. He literally be trying to get bitches drunk and go just fucking bang them any fucking where. But motherfucker promoted his motherfucking way of life. I'm talking about just being Cody would get motherfucking, he should have been got for statutory rape like a motherfucker. He getting the youngest bitch still in high school on a regular motherfucking basis. Banging them and people ain't even really saying much shit about it. Matter of fact, more bitches trying to get with him. He a goofy, lazy ass dude who really ain't got much character on shit, but because I couldn't even really understand the motherfuckers really motherfucking appeal. Bro, the election of Trump did more than allow for simply rape. It allowed for most of the disgusting natures of white men to be okay openly, where it was socially acceptable but publicly shamed. So it's similar to saying it's okay to have drunk sex, but it's okay to be inebriated and unconscious of what you're doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's okay to get yourself loose and drunk and intoxicated, but it's okay. But if you put the literal understanding behind it, then that'd be inappropriate. The language of it is something. So a chick said that, were you coherent of what you were doing? Really, I'm unsure. I'm incapable of saying that I was. Okay, but then that would be constituted as rape because she is incapable of saying that shit. But was she intentionally? Did she even really care that she was drunk? How much did she really even give a fuck that she was gonna get fucked?
Did she go out the night thinking that she would?
Yeah. Well, I mean, and when you woke up and saw who you fucked, were you more disappointed about who you had fucked about, or how?
Then you can twist the situation.
It's all really relevant to who the fuck the person is, what their intent was. I mean, kind of beyond what their intent was, but what the end result was afterwards, what their feeling was afterwards. But we don't really get to have the real full conversations. It's like, but all of it's relevant. We try to really play one victim on the side versus really having a rational conversation, a humanistic conversation. We want to play these people and role kind of situation.
And at that time too, it could be, I don't know. I see it as as a one-on-one conversation without really getting to, instead of having that person talk, know what kind of people are around the person that talk, like having there's back to people's synergy circles again. So like I said, because it's been so accepted, you have a group of one male, and then you get his 7 friends. Well, what are they gonna do? But then promote that what he's been doing has been accepted, or if the people around him really know, like, now that guy, he's been doing this, and this to the girls. Like, can you really get, because we don't have this room for having these conversations, we're room for having people that want to be honest and see it as something that should be shame, challenge.
Kobe versus OJ, okay? Kobe versus OJ could have killed Nicole. Highly likely, highly probable and shit. Kobe highly unlikely raped raped the chick that was supposed to be raped. That they said he raped. I mean, for real. I mean, is it really Kobe OJ? Let's Kobe character this shit, and let's OJ character this shit. Okay? Likelihood, highly unlikely. So let's put this shit on character. Like, why the fuck would Kobe need to fucking rape a white bitch? That bitch gave him good motherfucking game and was like, yeah, I want to go down. She was probably, I mean, there's something, I have an attraction to Helen Hunt. It's an awkward attraction. There's some people that kind of get you in the right moment, in the right mood, in the right light, and man, you'd be like, damn, hell yeah, I want to bang the fuck out of Helen Hunt. And I believe the bitch that was at the motherfucking, at the hotel, that fucking coat, was his Helen Hunt. And she was giving him play, and he was like, damn, hell yeah, I want to bang this Helen Hunt bitch. And once the Helen Hunt bitch was excited and was surprised at how good the dick was and how big the dick was, and she got a little bit of blood in her shit, she had a way to fucking make some money and leave the motherfucking hotel life. And she took advantage of what we all knew. And because our society was, and she got away with it, she gotta come up. We can't really fault the bitch for coming up on what society really motherfucking know and deems and shit.
It could have been a strategy or plan from the beginning.
I mean, first off, Kobe should have knew better.
Yeah.
I mean,
had people around him that could protect him.
I mean, yeah, other motherfuckers around him should have known better and should have had that shit handled up real quick. Should have had that shit bitch played off. I mean, before it took Republic. Exactly. I mean, it's a whole motherfucking shit.
How much you want? How much you need?
Yeah.
Here you go.
I mean, he slipped up and shit. I mean, yeah. I mean, for real, for us to really be able to say that we really far from knowing ourselves as human beings. And if he and his wife ain't really had these all conversations of knowing, and really got to be able to have these full conversations about ourselves as human beings, what we truly have come to and understood. Have logical, rational fucking conversation versus these pretty, nice conversations. Most people don't even allow you to really fucking curse. Fuck that. Curse, motherfuckers. Speak the language that really fucking allows you to be able to say. But again, we have this society that wants to play it one way when we're really another way. And because we really don't get to express how we truly are, everybody gets to play a fucking victim. And then when it's inaccurate, you get to play for whoever gets to benefit from it most. Whoever has the highest strings to pull. So in most cases, black people are gonna be pushed out of their motherfucking group. And it's gonna be convenient for, I mean, what the fuck happened with fucking Bill O'Reilly after his rape shit happened? Anybody calling for him to go up on fucking charges, be jailed or anything?
Ma'am.
Is anybody calling for him really hardcore to lose his job? He gonna pick up another motherfucking radio station. He ain't being shamed on a regular basis.